Morning, folks. Brian here, back again. It's Tuesday, November 11, 2025. Going back to the 6.8 earthquake offshore Japan, northern Japan. I believe I said the antipode is in this area here.
By magnitude, it meets the parameters for an antipode response, but because of the depth, so the pinpoint antipode location is going to be right in this area here. The closest fracture zone is the South Atlantic Ridge.
Now, curiously enough, folks, there's a sulfur dioxide emission at that same location. Antipode responses don't always have to be an earthquake response. Remember, it's a seismic energy. And if that seismic energy pushes under anything with a magma chamber, so our sulfur dioxide emission is in this area here. In my video, I said the pinpoint antipode is this general area here. Where we have some undersea mounts, volcanoes, volcanic cones, and once again, right where we have a sulfur dioxide emission. So here's our two islands, which will be these two here. And our SO2 is around here. I do not believe this is drifted from anywhere. It is also possible, actually not from the wind patterns, that it could be coming from the actual mid-Atlantic ridge. Let's just check if... No, it's only sulfur dioxide. So indeed curious. Right where I said to expect the possibility of an antipode response. So while we're here, let's take just a very quick check everywhere else. Sizable earthquakes noted Crete a couple of days ago. 5.2 at 37 kilometers depth. And a 4.9. We're going to be bouncing back and forth. Just want to check the space weather here. Let's see if there's anything interesting on our heat. Out of what we normally see. And again, this is the time of the year they're going to do their controlled burns or prescribed burns. Okay, folks, I think that's going to be we'll talk later about the incoming solar event. I also want to talk about the effects of solar radiation storms, proton storms. So normally these are focused at the magnetic cusps, the polar regions. But as per my talks, that's no longer going to be a primary dipole, north magnetic pole, south magnetic pole, where these protons are funneled into. Once it reaches this threshold here, they restrict air travel, traffic over the polar regions because of the radiation risk to flight crew and passengers. So one of my next talks is going to be if we start developing a multipolar field, these proton storms are going to be funneled down into different areas around the planet. Something to take in consideration. So much to cover, folks. So much to learn. Calmly. Okay, so our BZ is already at 0, so if this continues to decrease this value number, then that will represent a possibility of a connection with our magnetic field soon. Okay, folks, we're going to talk about this later. I just wanted to show you this anomaly here at the antipode from the Japan earthquake.